Yo, what the fuck does cinematic even mean? Is it the lens you use, the action on screen, or even slow motion? Today I'm going to break down what this word actually means in 3 simple steps: story, context, and execution, using my own examples and real life experiences as a filmmaker. When trying to come up with something cinematic, it's important to look at why your shot even exists in the first place. To do this, you first need to reference the story or the overall narrative. What is your character doing and how do they move in the scene? You can tell a good story in a frame, you just have to know what story you're telling. Look at paintings like The Sad Clown or The Last Supper. These images draw your eyes straight to the subject while also showing you the world and environment they live in. To do this, you need to look at something called blocking, which is just the space that the character lives in and how they move in the scene. The space a character takes up is very important to who they are deep down as a person. Do they feel isolated in their world? Are they bold or confident? Are they facing conflict? All these are questions you can answer just from the way they're positioned in the frame. Look at this scene from Pulp Fiction. You can clearly see Bruce Willis's character on the side of the frame while he knows that impending doom is simply just around the corner. Now that's cinematic. When I say context, I simply mean the context of the scene and the characters in the frame. Levels have a lot to do with how cinematic something feels because they tap into basic human psychology. I won't go into every frame and example now because it would take too long, but let me know if that's something you want to see in the future. Overall, low angles give a character power, high angles make someone feel weak and vulnerable, and eye levels make you see the world through their eyes. When there are 2 characters present on screen, the way you make them feel can change a lot how you think about a person. It also shows the dynamics of their relationship. It could be boss and co-worker, parent and child, student and teacher, but the way they sit in the frame tells you a lot about how they think and feel about each other. You can even make a character feel trapped in their own environment by enclosing them in the people or elements around them in the frame. By understanding the context of a scene, combined with my last point, which was story, you're able to show how a character thinks and reflect it in the visuals. And the way to get better at finding angles is by going back to the basics. Does this move the story forward? And does this show how my character feels? All these are great examples, but ideas are nothing without. When I say execution, I simply mean how does this idea come to life. If we go back to the Pulp Fiction example, by using a split diopter, Tarantino was able to make sure both subjects were in focus. It could mean using an anamorphic lens, or even using colour in the things that they wear and the elements around them to represent emotion and tone. It simply means, I have a shot idea, how do I make it happen? But watch out, I see a lot of filmmakers buying expensive equipment that they don't need just to use it once for a shot that might or might not work. Yes, it does help to have an expensive camera and lens and a bunch of grip and dollies around you, but being creative is about how you execute your idea and how you make it work confined within your own space. The execution comes down to how you can work with the things around you. A great director should be able to work with what they have and still be able to tell a good story. When looking at execution, you have to think if this element is good for your effect. It could even be the color grade. If you've ever chosen a style of grading, then congrats, you've executed an idea. Anytime you make any creative decisions, you're training that muscle and you become better at recognizing what makes your style so unique to others. With that being said, go practice your filmmaking and try and improve something every time. I've been Ollie. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something from this video. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the video and the channel reach people that might need this help as well. If you're looking for a place to join, I've also got a Discord channel built for other creatives for creatives. We help each other with questions, idea generation, and even feedback. So if that's something you're looking for, don't be shy. Come say hi. Links in the description. Take care.